So what happens when you upload a new image into DatoCMS? We'll be looking at images in this video. And as an example, let's go to this image here. And this is the details window where you get basic information about the file. You have the metadata, which is customizable and also translatable. And so you can add a title, caption, alternate text, which is very important for accessibility, but also for SEO. And we can also use some custom data. In this case, we have the Unsplash photo ID and author. Then we have the categorization. And so you can have author and copyright. You can add tags manually, and there's already a few of them. And we have smart tags, which is an extremely useful feature of DatoCMS. Basically, what happens when you upload an image, we detect tags that might apply to that image. And so basically, we are kind of tagging it already for you. You can add your notes. And the important part about all of this is that it's searchable. So basically it's searchable inside the media area, but it can also be used by your devs. So for example, if there is the custom data about the author of the Unsplash image and you need to credit that person, you can do that right from your front-end code by retrieving this information. Going forward, you see who has uploaded this image. That's me in this case. If there's any record using the asset, you can also replace the asset. On the left side, there's the possibility to edit the image, and this is pretty cool. It's by no means like a full-blown editor, but you can do some pretty useful quick editing like cropping. You can apply some filters, alter the color, do some silly markup if you want. I want in this case, but okay. Let's say that you have actually changed somehow the image. So let's say that I apply a black and white filter over here. Once I click done and the image gets processed, we prompt you with this model saying, hey, you want to replace the current asset, you want to create a new version, and so in this case I want a copy of this. Now let me show you another couple cool things that you can do with images in DatoCMS. So you can alter what we call the focal point. So you can decide in an image where you have different people, like in this case, which one should be the center of a cropped version of that image. And so you can move it around and see how that would look like with some previews on the right, some examples of cropped images. And you can reset the focal point if you don't need it anymore. We extract the color palette for any image, and this information is also available in the API for your developers. We store the MD5, meaning that if you upload the same image even under a different file name, we will detect it and possibly avoid having a bunch of duplicates for the same image, which is often the case when you work with media in a CMS. Another cool thing is that if you do upload an image with EXIF data, which is the case of this image here, EXIF data is metadata that is used in digital cameras and smartphones. We will extract that EXIF data and automatically fill the appropriate fields. So in this case, I get the author, I get the copyright, I get these notes here about this image and what it's about, and I get all of this out of the box when I upload the image if it has this EXIF data. Finally, I want to touch on how your images are served all over the globe. So with your DatoCMS subscription, you also get the services of an image CDN, which is short for Content Delivery Network. And this CDN is called imgix. Its purpose is not only to serve your images super fast, but also to optimize any image you upload so that it's served with the right balance between quality and size. So as an example, I'm on the DatoCMS blog, and I took the liberty of doing something that might seem crazy, but I decided to upload an image that originally is 139 megabytes. I'm not kidding. This is the actual screenshot of the details of the image in our instance of DatoCMS. And as you've seen, it was rendered super fast because it was turned into a 50 kilobyte image automatically by imgix. That's almost 3,000 times smaller than the size of the original. So for you, it's important to know that all new projects in DatoCMS have an optimization preset applied by default that should fit most of the cases, and that you can set up here in this project settings, if you do have the permissions. If you don't, ask your devs or your administrators. But all new projects start with these DatoCMS presets. The other cool thing about imgix is that devs can transform images with just parameters at the end of the URL, and so they can change a bunch of things. These are some of the examples, but they can adjust a ton of things just by adding some parameters at the end of an URL. And we suggest you and your team to visit the documentation of our partner imgix if you want more information on that.